Hello, social media friends. It is Jeremy Rowland with Triple R Bail Bonds, and we are live from May the 16th, Saturday, May the 16th, 2026, for another Bail Bacon in America, where each week on Saturday, throughout sometime during the day, there is no set time, we go live on this social media platform and we talk to you about three things that we are passionate about. I am passionate about, the world is passionate about. That is Bail, Bacon, and America. And we have a new way that you can win some money, which we are about to get into. But it's $50 a week for yourself, $50 for your favorite philanthropy, and some merch. And the only way that you can get into that is you need to save TripleRBailBonds.com to your home screen, or you can get our app through that way, or you can just go there once a week. That's the only thing you got to do now. In the past, it used to be once a day. Now the only thing you got to do is just go there once a week, go to the contest tab, scroll down to the very bottom, put in the information, and you are in the wheel. Now, I want to show you what the wheel looks like real quick before we get started. I'm just going to turn this around real quick. The wheel. It just moves slow, and it has the people's name that's in there. And we'll get to that here in just a minute, okay? Now, don't forget, I am the actor, the editor, the producer, the everything on this thing. So it's not perfect. It's not meant to be perfect. It's meant to be fun. It's meant for you to learn some stuff about Bell, about bacon and America, and have a little bit of fun with it. Normally, I wouldn't be live because the Cubs are on right now, but Joe can attest for me. They're absolutely getting smoked by the White Sox right now, 5-0. But this isn't a sports thing. This is about Bail Bacon in America. So let's just kick it off this week with Bail. I hope y'all like the new website. We're still working out some kinks. It ain't nothing perfect. I'm not perfect. Joe's not perfect. Nobody's perfect. But we will eventually get it there, okay? Now let's move on to Bail. Listen, this right here, this comes from KUOW.org. Essentially what we got going on here, all right? Now, I'm not fired up about this, but I'm going to tell you why I wanted to share this with you and why I disagree with it, okay? So basically, KUOW.org, the Public Defender's Commission is asking the Washington Supreme Court to put new limits on cash bail. That is the headliner, okay? And they have the president of the Washington State Bail Association standing in front of their door. Now, here is the thing. They start this article out with dozens of states have sought to move away from cash bail in recent years. That is semi-true. The other half of that is that after they sought to move away from cash bail, they moved back because bail reform is and always will be a failure. That's the first part. The second part is Katie Hurley, a special counsel for the criminal practice of policy with King County's Department of Public Defense, said her colleagues see people burdened by unaffordable bail and can mean longer jail stays for people who haven't been convicted of a crime. She goes on to say basically is that bail has become a punishment for the poor. There's where I want to start right there. Bail is a punishment of the poor. You are absolutely right. Here's where I disagree with you, though, okay? Bail and going to jail has let me say it one more time, no financial requirement. It has no racial requirement. It has no whether your mama dropped you on your head when you were a baby requirement. Going to jail, I don't know if anybody else is going to agree with me, but I am 50 years old. I've been to jail one time because I decided to do something that was against the law, and I ended up in jail. So what I'm saying is that if you live a lifestyle, this is my biggest point. Now, I know that people get in issues sometimes with law enforcement. They're 100% innocent, and then they have to fight their tails off to get through it. I deal with it on a day-to-day basis. Every day that I get up, I'm on the hook for like $13 to $15 million worth of walking heartbeats. I get it. I understand it. The point that I'm trying to make in reference to this article and these people is they make it out that only poor people go to jail because they can't afford bail. That is false. The problem is that bail was never meant to be pretrial punishment. Bail was meant to be affordable. Bail was meant to be able to return you back to your life through a surety source to make sure that you show up for court. Where we have bridged the problem, or we poured too much concrete, is that bail is getting set way too high on some things. And on the other aspect, way too low on the others. Because anybody can admit that if you have a family or friends that have the economic means, you are probably faster to get out of jail. So the fix to this is that if an individual is able to qualify for the Public Defender Commission based on them being not financially sound and meet the criteria, then let's look at, don't cut out the surety service, make it more affordable across the board. Everybody's innocent until proven guilty, but make it more affordable across the board. That's the problem with this article is that they always have talking points and they always push it on that only poor people go to jail. And that is simply false. Now let's move on to bacon. Listen, I know I got a little loud on the bail thing, but here we go. The bacon thing, listen, I'm fat. Well, let's just call it like it is, okay? I got a gobbler right here. You know, I got some saddlebags. I'm fat. I don't care. I'm 50. I love it. I mean, I'm not like fat, but I'm fat, okay, by standard means. The point is, I want you, if you love fish, when you make your batter and you got your flour, I'm going to give you a hint. Just take your 2 bags. Just trust me on this. Take your 2 bags of bacon bits or cook your fresh bacon, okay? Cook fresh bacon. Chop it up real good. Throw it in that batter. Rub them fish fillets in it. Slap it in that powder. Throw it in that pan or however you want to cook it. You're going to thank me later. You are going to say, Jeremy, did you tell me to put bacon in my fish flour and batter, and tell me to eat it like that? Yes, I did. Yes, I did. That's your bacon for this week. Now let's move on to America. Did you know on this day in 1928, May the 16th, 1928, I don't really care about actors and stuff. You know, I think movies are got kind of stale. But I thought it was important to let you know that on this day in 1928, the very first Academy Awards were presented at a private dinner at a Hollywood Roosevelt hotel. Let me tell you who won first. The aviation film Wings took home the reward for the best picture. Now, this comes from Google.com, okay? The reason why I wanted to share that with you is because it was a private event. So that means that it was private. It was about them and their hard work and all the things that they do, and it was enjoyed with their family and friends. And I think that we can get back to that as long as we stick to the point of the Academy Awards. It's about you and your work and the movie that you've done and the accolades that come with it. Stick to that, okay? Stick to that. We don't have to bridge off into your political beliefs. I've been doing this for a long time, and I have never told y'all anything about my political beliefs because it's none of your business. You don't want to hear my business about political stuff, so let's just keep it that way with this. Now, we're done with Bell Bacon America. Hello, Dennis Rose, and everybody else saying hello. It's time. Due to the fact that we have changed the wheel, there's no longer a question, and I'll tell you why there's no longer a question. There's no longer a question because there's not a secondary wheel that we have to be into. What we did is we upped the money. So now it's $50 a week for the winner, $50 for their philanthropy, plus the merch. Bonus, if we get 100 entries, $100 for the winner the very first time. Now, we can't do this every time. Jim Aaron go broke. I won't be able to afford my bacon. All right? First time, $100. Every week after, $50, $50 merch. So we got $50, $50 merch. There we go. So the only thing you got to do is go in there, simplistic, RRBailbonds.com, put your name in it one time. You don't have to go every day. Of course, I would like you to go to the website every day, but you don't have to if you don't want to. It's just one click at a time. Now, I'm going to do this for the first time because I have not tested this. But here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to show you what this tells me to do without sharing any information. It says spin and pick a winner. close cycle and start new week. So here's what you see what I'm fixing to do. Okay. I'm going to spin it. And I think I go here. Wait, hold on. Oh, I see what it does. Just a second. It says, here we go. So it spins. What I got to do is I got to get a double screen. Because look there. It says, congratulations, Heather P. You will be in touch. So that means Heather P. is the winner. $50, $50 for philanthropy and stuff. Now, the only thing I got to do is go back over here. I got to get her information first. So y'all give me 10 minutes so I can reach out to Heather P., let her know that she just wants some money. And y'all have a great rest of your night. Have a great Saturday. Know this. I love Bale. I love the Cubs. I love bacon. I love America. I love my family. I love everything about this world. But the main thing that I love is you. I love you for your support, your patience, my passion about this, and giving some money away to philanthropy. Y'all have a great rest of your night, and I will see you next Saturday for another Bell Bacon America. And tell all your friends, just walk outside right now. Yell at all your neighbors, anybody that can hear you, and say, listen, go sign up for Bell Bacon America. See you next Saturday.